This is Jamie with BarI, and in this video we're going to briefly explain how the end of month values report calculations work. So here we are actually on the end of month values report. And so first of all, let me start by explaining what is the point of our end of month values report. So typically we do inventory on a weekly or a 2-weekly basis, and we found that to be most effective, which causes a problem, meaning that we do inventory counts on a certain day of the week, but then the end of the month, when we often require to have our inventory values for our bookkeeping, requires that we do counts on the true end of the month. And this causes an issue because moving the day you count inventory is problematic for scheduling and tends to create a whole bunch of other problems in addition. So what we've done with BarI, because we have a lot of accurate data on your sales, we're able actually using this tool to do a count either up to 7 days before the end of the month or 7 days after the end of the month, and then project accurately what your inventory value was on the end of the month. So let's take a look with a worked example here. So we've got a bar here that did an inventory count on the 6th of April, and therefore they want to know what their inventory values were on the 1st of April. So what we do is we have a starting point. We know with certainty, because this is when the count was done, what the inventory value was on the 6th. It was 24,000 in this case. And then there are two things that have changed the value of the inventory between the 1st and the 6th when we had this value. The first thing is deliveries happened. And so by referencing what was deliveries we had between the 1st and the 6th, we can back those out and adjust our inventory value by that amount. So in this case, because the deliveries added to this value of 24,000, we're going to be minusing these values by category off from the known value on the 6th. And then deliveries obviously tend to increase your inventory value. And then the other thing that decreases obviously is selling product. We don't know exactly what products you sold, but we can get a pretty accurate estimate of how many dollars were poured by multiplying your sales during the period by your liquor cost. So what we did here is we ran a special report between the 1st and the 6th. And for instance, in the case of draft beer, we had $5,400 in sales. Because we know that the most recent liquor cost was 20.4%, we can figure out that 20.4% of $5,000 was how many dollars of draft beer was used. So essentially, we take the known value from the 6th, we minus the value of deliveries because they weren't present on the 1st, and then we add the value of what was poured between the 1st and the 6th because that product was still there on the 1st, and the result is an accurate number that you can use to pass on to your bookkeeper and do your true month liquor cost calculations. And in this case, the answer is just about $28,000. So I hope we found that explanation useful. Projecting accurately your inventory values is one of a number of functionalities that BarI provides in addition to what self-service apps or in-house inventory systems do. And if you'd like to learn more, we'd obviously love to hear from you. Go ahead and book a demo directly on our calendar using the calendar widget on our website. Thanks for watching.